Alright guys, welcome back to Skylines. As always, I'm Turgeon Alpha. Today, we're pretty much going to look over what I've got built so far for this map and talk to you a little bit about what's been going on. And then we may add some things, I don't know, just kind of depends on how we're looking time-wise. For whatever reason, Skylines has given me a lot of issues today. Trying to crash, loading, and crashing after I loaded it and everything, and I have about 7,000 assets to load in, so it takes about 40-45 minutes for the game to actually load every time. So it's probably about the fourth time I've tried to play this today, and yeah, that kind of adds up. But anyways, as I was saying, we're going to look at the map and kind of talk to you for a minute. I know it's been a couple weeks since I've released any videos. I apologize for that. First off, I had planned to go to a Lindsey Sterling concert, and she canceled her tour this year. And since me and the girlfriend both already had our days off this week, that week, we went ahead and we did some other stuff. We did some hiking and spent some quality time together and all that other good stuff. And then I had videos up until then, and I have a few, I believe, that was supposed to come up after we got done with all that, or during and after. And I didn't get done finishing editing the other ones. I just got to right before we left. So I do have a few more Beat Saber videos, but it was all Beat Saber. I think that's the main reason I didn't finish editing them, was just I had so many Beat Saber videos, I just took a break from it. But yeah, anyways, apologize for that. Also, really quick, while I'm thinking about it, if you see the roads all shiny like this, it's I had unpaused the game to check something, and it rained on me, so that's why the roads are all shiny looking. They're still wet. But anyways, get back from all that stuff, and you know, I think I mentioned to you guys, my family's been having some health issues. Well, her family's already having some health issues, so it's kind of been more focused on that, and playing a little bit of stuff in my downtime to kind of keep my mind off of it, but mostly focusing on her and all the stuff going on. And yeah, so I started doing a little bit more detailed cities than I had been in the past, as you can see. We're going to take a closer look at all this stuff here in a moment. But this is probably about my fourth or fifth city I've went and put a lot of detail in. Just because I'd get halfway through and I'd realize, oh, I left out room for all the transportation. Oh, I left out something I want to put in. Oh, I left out, like the last city, I left out all the parking lots. Because pretty much everything was right next to the road, like these buildings right here. Like I had buildings right here, and I had buildings right there, and no parking lots. So this build, I went through, and some of the areas that have parking lots or bigger parking lots, stuff like that, like this shopping center, I went in and put in parking lots. There's still some areas, like you saw right in there, that don't have parking lots, and that's because, you know, not everywhere's going to have this big, massive parking lot. If it was like that, I would have nothing but a city and parking lots and a road right through it. And this road does have parking along the side of it, so there's still parking there, just not everywhere. And then, you know, I went in, I did one or two parking lots like this. I've also thrown in all these prop vehicles. Here and here, went in, detailed the parks. Detailed the distribution area here. That's mostly what this is. There's one or two plants here, but it's mostly distribution centers. And everything on this map has been hand placed. Like, I haven't let this city build up itself or anything. I've went in and I decided where everything is going to go. And that's another thing that's taking so long with it, is trying to, one, work the public transportation around the city. Trying to figure out now kind of where this would go, which is kind of why this thing kind of loops up and then goes back down. I couldn't get it to go straight across there. as much as I wanted it to. I don't want to look as bad, but it is what it is. I know there's a monorail. We can say it was like an afterthought, like as the city kind of upgraded and stuff. And they kind of had to work around what they already had with roadways and stuff. Then we had to come in here and we had to do the metro. And right here's where I ran into an issue. The overground light rail tracks do not like to go through the tram roadways, and we're going to use the tram to get to one of the airports. I'm planning on putting a second airport here, but one of the airports, like obviously we're going to have a cargo hub and all that other stuff, but like passenger wise, we'll probably have a second one. And that will probably be over in this area. Or possibly over here, but I'm thinking over here. Anyways, as I was saying, no, the overground metro does not like to cross the tram roadways, and I tried as much as I tried to get it to go under. I just couldn't get it to look right for me, and it didn't want to curve as sharp as I needed it to curve going underground without looking like it was a roller coaster coming out of the ground and going into the ground. So yeah, we just did a simple bridge there. Probably not the best looking bridge at all. I'm not that happy with it, but it is what it is, yeah. Like I said, we're going to keep building onto it. We still have to come through here. Right over here is probably going to be a lot of residential areas. Maybe some more commercial in here. Just kind of depends. Whereas all my previous videos, I just kind of threw stuff, kind of hodgepodge here, and then build the roads to it. Let the city build itself. Since I am a hand placing everything, I'm doing little sections at a time. Like, obviously this section right here, up until from here up until this intersection here was my first thing I really focused on. Came over, did from here down and here, then kind of came over here, did this, and kind of skipped this area right in here, went to the college, and now I'm come back and filled in some businesses, stuff like that. So we are trying to focus on one area, not just hodgepodge it, but where it's more detailed. And with the detail, we have the taxi stands, bus props, roadway markings like right there, park ranger, another roadway marking. All this is thrown in. So yeah, we've really tried to put the focus on. I keep forgetting to move these guys over. One thing that did take a long time was all this over here. All this is still hand placed. All the trailers, all the buildings, all the bushes in here, all the train pieces, all the cars. And yeah, just trying to get as detailed as I can. And it takes a little while, so like I said, this was probably about the fourth city I've actually worked on, and I'm still not happy with it, but I'm happier than I was with the other ones. And it's just kind of working out what we're going to do. Like over in here is probably going to be a industrial area for a little bit, and then we'll have some commercial stuff, but like right through here is probably going to be industrial, power, water, all this other good stuff. And then down will be some industrial, some commercial, and then like I said, over on this side is mostly going to be residential. Over here we'll do like the higher density commercial and industrial, or not industrial, sorry, office work, as it is kind of near the airports and stuff like that. Tourism, we're probably going to throw in a ferry depot like right in here, just because the ships don't like to come all the way down here past all these bridges. So yeah, we'll probably throw in some shipping in here. Like over here will be like a passenger area, and then down in here is going to be some industrial shipping. Over here is probably going to be a zoo, just so we can kind of place in the aquarium, stuff like that. So a lot of work, stuff I've got planned, I've just got to get to, and I'll let you guys build up to it. We'll record some of the building, but it just takes so long, and changing out stuff, because sometimes I'll place like a whole area and then sign out like that, and I'll revamp it. Like this section right here, just the Costco, the CJ Nickel, and the Sears, and these are smaller businesses. This is probably about the third iteration of this right here. Because originally it was Costco and some other shops, and then I didn't like that, and I changed that out, and I threw CJ Nickel like that, I kept that, and I threw in a couple other businesses back here for our settled Sears. The taxi stand wasn't there originally, and really, we're probably going to throw in a couple other things back here, just kind of make it look a little bit better. Maybe some planters and stuff as well. So, we're still not done, so we can always come back and do other things. Just kind of an evolving process. Just like the, where is it? The college over here. Now, originally, the campus kept building didn't even have roadways. Just kind of built with these pedestrian paths here, and the last city, that's how it was. And but have built random buildings on campus catch on fire, and the fire department couldn't get to them, so they would just burn and collapse. Yeah, they would send in the helicopters, but it wouldn't keep them from burning down. So I went through and I did some smaller roadways, like you would see on the campus. It's not really open to public, so I'm not sure what this truck's doing here. It seemed like a lot of traffic come through, so it would be smaller roadways. And then we've got public transit around here. So you saw a couple buses on the roads. We got a couple bus lines running through here. One for each half of the campus. We have our own campus police department. That looks a little bit different from the city. There we go. The cars are going to look a little bit different by the time we get through setting it up, because I have it set up to where I can control what vehicles each building releases. So, like, we can set this building up to where it only sends out these cars. So we can set up the police department over here where it only sends out these vehicles. And we're obviously going to have an airport police department. We can set that up to where it only sends out the airport police cars. So it's just like another level of detail kind of thing. Same with this thing. This one, it's obviously like a bigger self-storage complex. So, we threw in more buildings and stuff to where more people's going to be able to get to it, because residential, maybe the students are going to place some of their stuff in storage. They moved to their parents' house and they can't have their stuff at home, stuff like that. Gives them an opportunity to place that, put their stuff in storage, or maybe they pick stuff up and they're waiting to take it home. And this is just the main campus. We still have a trade school and a liberal arts campus to build. And that will be in different areas, obviously. I know we're going to put them on top of each other. Then we have something you'd probably say, honestly, more in a European setting, but we've got like a old war battleground park. I know we wouldn't really see all the bunkers and stuff here inland in the United States, but you're just gonna say it's just like some old battle because there's not really a coast because around Hawaii and the coast stuff like that. You will still run across some random World War II bunkers and stuff, but that weren't really inland from the coast because other than the Aleutian Islands, the United States was never invaded during World War II. So it's just kind of like so they couldn't really do like a Civil War, Revolutionary War battleground. We just kind of did that. And then we're not really going to have as much park services, like fun stuff over here as we would. Where was it? Here, where we've got like the playground stuff. Because it is like a historical park. And then I mentioned the buildings, the office buildings and stuff. I found this mod, so obviously in our universe here, the World Trade Center, the original World Trade Center, didn't get destroyed. And we're gonna try put in some taller buildings around that to kind of mirror, like New York City. It's not gonna be New York. And kind of like smaller buildings as we get out, but bigger buildings around the World Trade Center. Transport hub, and we'll obviously throw in like a monorail and bus lines, subways going to come through here, right there, because everybody's got to get to the World Trade Center, and taxis, all that stuff's going to come in here somewhere. Which like the only real realistic thing to do is I put it near water. I'm not really going to go into rebuilding the entire area there. We're just going to put our own spin on it. Just happens to be like a nod towards the World Trade Center in New York. And I really do like it. It's really detailed here. I'm going to try and get a little bit closer here at street level. And I'll take a look at everything here. That's 7 World Trade right there. It's across the street from everything else. Got your pedestrian pathway over the roadway. Spin around. Alright, there we go. Got another kind of plaza, walkway, whatever you want to call it there. The towers. And the Marriott right there. And as you can see, I've already set up a couple of taxi stands here. So I got to put a depot in the area somewhere. Yeah, nice little addition to the city whenever we end up building over to it. So we still got to kind of come through. We are putting these bunkers in as well, in case we decide that we're going to have some natural disasters come through. We can't evacuate everybody. So I pretty much have every map extension. The only thing I really didn't go in and buy was all the music packs. And we're not really have music and all that stuff in here anyway. Disaster response unit we put behind a security checkpoint, and just because it's like a government facility, and I know kind of probably treat it more like a military installation, anything. But then we have the tower, we have the radar or satellite, whatever you want to call it. I think it's a satellite. I'll throw in some weather radars, pumping services, stuff like that, all back in here. I know it's like right up on the campus, but we still have all this area to work with. I'm thinking about doing kind of like a nature reserve back in here. This over here is obviously going to be some farming area. It's near the water. It's probably going to be pretty fertile. So we still got to do that. So yeah, lots of plans. Probably logging back in here. We're going to do our oil and our ore right there. So yeah, lots of plans to expand. It's just going to take a while to get to it. And just like I said, the level of detail is what's taking so long to work on it and uploading videos. So like I said, this was the, I think, 4th or 5th build before I finally did a video with Skylines and what I've been doing when I haven't been recording and all this other stuff. Really getting into it, really enjoying it. It's kind of relaxing, time burner, all that good stuff. Just want to have a little bit done to show you guys and wasn't really happy with what I had. So yeah, like I said, next time we're probably going to do a little bit of building. I don't know. That just kind of depends on how long time wise. I apologize for not having any videos. I will definitely try to get the stuff I had recorded already out to you, and we will try to get some new stuff recorded. But until next time, I'll see you guys later.